recognize the elected officials that are here, and then I'm going to turn it over to a couple of terrific senators from Baltimore City. First, we have here with us today Delegate Robin Lewis. Who's here? Councilman Ryan Dorsey's here. Councilman Robert Stokes. Councilman there you are. Former Councilman Jim Kraft is here, and let's do it this way. Former Councilman Bill Cole. We also have First Wanda Best from the Community Association. She's here. I am thrilled to be here to kick off this campaign for my friend. He is one of the best. There's one or two in the state that are really good budget people I know, you know. I can think of maybe one woman that's pretty good in Annapolis, but he's probably in the city. He is the best on the Baltimore City budget. And I will tell you, I'm here today because when there are issues around the city and there are issues around the budget, I just pick up the phone, I call him, and he is so responsive, and so understanding, B, and he has pledged to me that not only when it comes to crime, but when it comes to our schools in the city, he's going to be there for these children in the next decade and more. So I want to tell you how proud I'm also proud to turn the mic over to two great senators from the city. Our delegation in this last election, let's just say, I mean, it's amazing the sea change in our delegation. And the amazing is amazing in the right way. I want to bring up first Senator Hayes, who's here. We got a shout out today on Facebook. Apparently he was one of the first people out on the doors for Eric Costello. So let me just say that this is one of our bright, best, new, incredible senators from Baltimore City.
Thank you. How's everyone doing? You know, when Maggie was calling out all of the names of the council people, I said there's almost a quorum here. What did I expect for you to announce today, Eric? No, I'm Senator Antonio Hayes. I represent the 40th District, which encompasses a lot of West Baltimore, downtown Baltimore. My legislative district actually overlaps 6 city council districts, and I had the great pleasure over the last couple of years to be served by this man right here, Councilman Eric Costello. And I'll tell you, yes, as a constituent and as a colleague in government, he works tirelessly on behalf of his constituents. If you look at the demographics of his district, and I'm a Baltimorean born and raised in West Baltimore, a little neighborhood called Pendorf that became famous during the uprising here in Baltimore City. But if you look at the demographics of his neighborhoods, from Locust Point to Druid Heights to what is it? The Union. What am I missing? Upton. I'm sorry. I have a lot of communities. The Upton corridor. He's been a true leader. A couple of months ago, they both Councilman Costello, Councilman Bullock, and Councilman Pinkett, who's here in the audience, announced with 3 community associations a significant opportunity where we're going to reunite the energy that's happening along Pennsylvania Avenue that is so rich with so much Baltimore and African American culture right here in the city. And so I am so happy to call him not only my councilman, not only my colleague in government, but also our friend. I get, and many of you all know, if you know Eric, you might get a call at midnight or 11 o'clock at night about some constituent issue because he's always working, he cares, and that's so much what we need here in elected officials in Baltimore. Our city has a lot of challenges. Like Maggie, I love Baltimore. I'm born and raised here. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I think with leadership and courage to stand up for some of the tough issues that a lot of politicians sometimes cower to, he's the man to lead us. And so thank you for the opportunity to be here, and you have my full support. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I was supposed to bring on the next person. My good colleague, he's younger than me, but like Eric, I remember when my good friend told me that he was running against this guy who had been in office for several decades, and we had been good friends for a long time. I'm like, you sure? And he stepped up to the plate, but he is the dean of the Maryland Center for Baltimore City, Senator Bill Ferguson.
Another round of applause for Antonio Hayes. This is an incredible room right now. The energy in here is pretty remarkable, and it's well deserved. The man that I'm standing next to is someone that knows what hard work looks like. He is somebody that puts in the elbow grease, the door knocking, the shoe leather, you name it. This is a man who understands that local government at its heart and soul restores people's faith that things can work. In the hardest of times, and we all know that the last few years have been incredibly, incredibly challenging. The conversations that Eric and I have, that we all have together with Brooke, Luke, and Robin is somewhere around here, of the 46th district, the four of us are constantly talking to Eric about how do we restore faith in government? How do we restore trust and believe that we can actually do things again? Eric Costello is a man who understands that the little stuff matters. That you have to make sure that the trash is picked up, that the road, the potholes are filled. All at the same time, you got to set up a budget that's going to make the city be prosperous in the long term. All of these factors, from little to small, Eric Costello has been a leader in the city of Baltimore. I know there's a lot of folks out here who are wondering what the announcement may be. We've had a lot of conversations. I am here today to say that whatever Eric Costello is doing, I stand here with him. It is my true and sincere honor on behalf of the 46th District, on behalf of the residents of the 11th District and the City of Baltimore to introduce the hardest working councilman in the City of Baltimore, Eric Costello.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. I can't tell you how humbled I am to have this level of support. I also want to take a moment to thank Senator Hayes, Senator Ferguson, and Delegate McIntosh specifically. I cannot think of three greater champions for Baltimore City and the amount of work that they put in to help improve the quality of life and outcomes for our city. So thank you to them, and thank you to all the other elected officials here that serve everyone. My Deputy Campaign Manager, Sydney Moore, has numbers from today, so we knocked 4,187 doors. That's today. That's just today. With over 60 volunteers. And we had a very successful day, with the exception of one lady in Locust Point who said she would put coal in my stocking if she had the opportunity to. But other than that, we did very well. So, no names. I'm not saying the names. I also want to take a moment to thank our fellows. Several of them are here. If you could raise your hands. Josh, Michael, Raymond, Barbara, Tyler, Daniel, and Vanessa. These young men and women have been working with our campaign for a number of months now. Two of them just came on this week. But they have been working tirelessly to help this campaign, and we would not be in the position that we're in today without your hard work. So I really appreciate everything that you are. Now, I know there's been a lot of rumors and speculation, and I've talked with many of you about that. After a lot of thought and very careful consideration and consultation, of course, with my dog Hoosier. Seems to be the only one that listens to me. I've come to the conclusion I am proud to be seeking re-election to serve as the councilman in the 11th district. Thank you. I can't do this work without you. I need your help to get across the finish line, whether that's you coming out to knock doors, being able to make phone calls for the campaign, willing to make a financial contribution so that we can do things like we did today, hosting house parties, spreading the word to your neighbors that you have a council member who's going to be responsive, and if you have a problem, please bring it to him and he'll do everything he can to help you. So please continue to support me as I continue my work to continue to support you in Baltimore City. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening.